What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. A long overdue review of a house based out of upstate New York. It's called Jinx Smell. Now, this particular house is the perfumer is Clay, and I'm really sorry, I forgot his better name, like the first name, but that's how he has addressed himself, and I absolutely loved dealing with this guy because suddenly one of their fragrance advertisements or whatever you call it, showed up on my Instagram feed, and I reached out to Clay and said, "Hey, is there any way so that I can get some of your fragrance samples so that I can review them? I want to experience something new. And since you're based out of New York, upstate New York, I would be happy to do that." To which he happily obliged, and I was sent four samples. It was a sample pack of 2 ml each. And believe me, these fragrances are otherworldly. It's not something you would experience in your usual niche or your designer. No fucking way. So let me get down to business. This fragrance that I'm about to review is called Clicking Frog. Now, they do have a little note over here, if you will see. There's a lot of notes over here. And you might be thinking, well, what? Is it something like those zoologist fragrance where Clay is trying to, depict the environment of a frog? Let me tell you one thing. This little bad boy, it's a 2 ml sample, I believe. I hope it's 2 ml or maybe less, more, I don't know. But just look at the color of this juice. Let me even tell you a bit of a caution, a precaution over here. Never ever spray this if you're wearing a white cloth. Never do that. Even if you try to spray it on a dark cloth, remember the oil concentration is too damn high. You will ruin that fabric 100%. It's going to stain and it's not going to come off. And also, the tinctures used in this one, it's like pretty dark. So even when you spray on your skin, you can actually see it. Like I'm a brown man, and then when I sprayed it, I could literally see this orange thing just rolling all of them over my skin. So you can imagine this thing is pretty damn concentrated. So over here I can see it's an extrait de perfume, and it's got 32% concentration. Whoa, that's a lot. Let me quickly tell you the note breakdown. But before I even proceed, in total, as per the website, there's a total of 81 oils and tinctures used in this formula for Clicking Frog. So not everything is mentioned here. So chances are, the moment you spray it, you will experience a hell lot of other things and smells, and probably it's going to react with your skin and your body oils in a whole different way. So it could be a whole different experience for you. I'm just sharing my thoughts and experience. So on the top, you get blackcurrant, bergamot, pink pepper. In the heart, you get tuberose, rose, iris, patchouli, nutmeg, and beeswax. Pretty interesting. And on the base, you get the sandalwood, Siberian musk, thigh wood, and then oak moss, myrrh, and amber. There's a lot more to it. So the first time I sprayed this fragrance, boy, it was a spicy blast. It took me a while for my nose to, accommodate all that smell, translate all the thing into into something that makes sense to my head, to my senses. It was beautiful and bad at the same time. Why do I say that? Because I was not ready for what I just read, from the website. I was not ready for what hit my nose. Because when you see blackcurrant, when you see bergamot, when you see pink pepper, automatically you're thinking nice, beautiful, succulent, citrusy stuff with a tad bit of warmth and spiciness from the pink pepper. No. What you're getting is a ton of bitterness from the bergamot over here. It's not one of those bright, citrusy, fruity kind of bergamot. It's the bitter bergamot. And then the blackcurrant gives you kind of that strong animalic feel. And let me tell you something. What do you feel when you spray this fragrance? A lot of people would tell you this is like this is coming from the frack gum again. Most of the people who have used Clicking Frog would explain or, like interpret this fragrance as one of those beautiful moments that you were intertwined with some sexual activity with your lover, like steamy hot sex. That's what they're comparing this fragrance with. So you can imagine the amount of animalic vibe you're probably getting from this. It's very musky, and the addictiveness of this fragrance is way too damn high. It's pretty narcotic. Narcotic in the sense that it's not in a bad way, but in a very nice way. That's why I said like I was not ready for this, what I was about to experience. It took me a while, and I don't know if you can tell, but you don't really need much. I mean, I didn't use too much. One spray was enough. It was just lasting the entire day. Maybe I just put it here. This is where you have the least amount of body oils. So I put it here. Like it's pretty dry over here on my hand. So I just put it here so that to see how it develops. And boy, oh boy, this thing just kept on wafting. It just kept on developing too much. I mean, the iris over here, it's not one of the powdery iris. It's kind of has that buttery kind of feel. The tuberose and the rose, it creates that beautiful, complex mixture. It's something you have not experienced before, I can assure you. Only people who would know what to expect would be those who have experienced oud and a lot of these like new creations, new compositions. They might be able to interpret that better. But I tried my best to understand and comprehend what is going on in this fragrance. It's very complex. It takes a long, long time to open up, to develop over time. And it has the spiciness, the myrrh, the Siberian musk, the sandalwood over here. I believe the sandalwood is kind of toning down that Thai wood that's used in here. It's kind of like that, like a dry, very dry and animalic kind of oud over here. It's not one of the skanky ones. It's pretty nice. Has the sweetness to it, and the sandalwood really tones it down into a really nice and bearable kind of smell from the oud. It does not have that plasticky smell how some people explain that the myrrh or the oud is coming off like a plasticky smoke vibe. There's nothing bad about this fragrance. The only thing is that it starts off really spicy, and it might take a while on your skin to fully develop and open up. It's a phenomenal fragrance. It's very complex, and once again, this is not for everybody. You really need to understand what's going on to enjoy and understand this fragrance. Hands down, it's beautiful, it's very nice. So just like the clicking frog, the moment you spray it, you'll probably be click, click, click. Jokes aside. So that was my take on Clicking Frog from the house of Jinx Smells. And just so you know, before I even end this video, just so you know, 10% of the proceeds go to this charity organization. I wrote it down so that I don't forget it. It's called givewell.org. The link is in the description below. You can talk with, I'm going to leave the Instagram page for Jinx Smells. You can reach out to Clay and understand how his business like performs, and I mean how the money is given out. So 10% goes out to charity, guys. So again, these fragrances are pretty expensive. I think 30 ml costs around Clicking Frog would be something around $475. So it's pretty expensive because a lot of authentic materials are used in this fragrance. So guys, that was my take on Clicking Frog. I might be mistaken, but again, you might have a whole different experience as opposed to mine. So, I don't mind if you go to the comment section and let me know your experience. Tell me how you felt, what was your opinion, what's your experience with this fragrance. Thank you for staying on my channel, guys. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present this review to you all. So until the next video, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.